Don't check. Don't forget, we got the ride-along tickets tonight. $5 down at the beer shack. $5. We'll draw it at intermission. You win that ticket. You get to ride along with G.W. Egbert in the 717 Outlawed Street Stock. Believe me, it is well worth the $5. All the money goes to a charity. There's no money made by the track or by G.W. Egbert. All that money goes to a charity. So go down to the beer shack, get you a cold beverage, get that $5 ride-along ticket, and have fun tonight. So. Once again, and thank you everybody for being here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Beautiful Friday night. A few housekeeping rules and what we like to keep up straight. If you're up on that front gray railing under a green flag, we need you setting in a seat. We don't want you hit by any kind of debris, and we don't want you blocking anybody's view. There's lots of trash receptacles throughout the night, so if you have trash, please go throw that away in those receptacles. Also, if you rented a seat from us, please return that seat to its originating spot right here across from the beer barn by the concession stand and the souvenir barn. Lots of food and drink available. So thank you all for being here at Heart of Texas Speedway. We are going to get started here shortly. Thank you all for being here. On the show tonight is your street. It's going to be your street stocks, your modifieds, your Dwarf cars, your Southern Sport mods, your factory stocks, and your IMCA stock cars. So we will be getting ready to go here shortly. David Sisk up in the Bird's Den. We'll get ready to go and get racing here shortly. Good? We good, Mikey? All right. Welcome to Heart of Texas Speedway. Beautiful Friday night here. 2 more nights to go after this event. We'll be wrapping up our 2022 season. As we always like to do here at Heart of Texas Speedway, we want to take a second and we want to welcome and recognize any veterans, anybody that served in the military. If you have served in any form of the military, stand up. Let us tell you thank you. Without you, we would not live in the beautiful country we live in. We thank you all very much. And then all the frontline workers, the tow truck drivers, the ambulance drivers, ambulance paramedics, police, tow trucks, stand up. We want to thank you all. Y'all keep us safe on I-35 every week. We want to take a little silent moment to thank and recognize and appreciate the missing in action, the prisoners of war that never made it back, and the families that have to live with that and try to realize what they went through. So, prisoners of war, missing in action, and you families, we want to thank you all for that sacrifice. And now, Pastor Jim got us a little opening prayer. Everybody stand. Men, please remove your hats.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Let's pray. Father God, as we come to you tonight, we just thank you for a beautiful night. And Lord, we just thank you for loving us and for your grace. Lord, I lift up our drivers and ask you to watch over each one of them, keep them healthy and well, Lord, and free from harm and injury. Lord, we lift up their pit crew and their families that are there in the pits. Lord, I ask you to be with our fans. We thank you for each one of them. And Lord, I just ask for watch, care, and safety over each one of them. Lord, thank you for our veterans, for the men and women that fought for our freedoms, and the men and women that are currently protecting those freedoms. I ask for blessings and for watch care over each one. And the ones that are serving abroad, Lord, please bring them home to their loved ones. Lord, thank you for loving us, and most of all, for sending your Son to die for us. And all this will praise and glorify you. For it's in his holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Jim. Now turn your attention to the beautiful Stars and Stripes in the center infield. Miss Sarah Spillman leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Miss Sarah Spillman with our national anthem. And first out tonight will be your street stocks, your outlaw street stocks. Run what you brung and hope you brought enough. We'll be looking it up on My Race Pass. Those of you at home on Race On Texas All Access Pass, be sure to click in. $39.99. That gets you for the month. You buy that, be sure to pick Heart of Texas Speedway as your hometown. Half of that money will come back to Heart of Texas Speedway. See if we can get that lineup now. Let's see. Your Outlaw Street Stocks. Looks like we're going to have 2 heat races. First heat race up on the pole will be the 76S of Cody Daniel, on the outside to 84, Robert Shepard. Inside the 3X of Travis Norman, outside the 32, Smokin' Joe Williams. Inside the 716 of Trey Vota, and the outside, Bangin' Midgie Kirkpatrick in the 47-25. Shotgun on the field, the 7 the 1 of Danny Sikora. Cody Daniel up on the top side, down the back straightaway, followed by Travis Norman. Three-wheeling that hot rod, but here comes Vota now on the bottom side. It's still going to be Daniel by about 6 car lengths, followed by Vota and Travis Norman and Benji Kirkpatrick in a 32 of Joe Williams. Now, Kirkpatrick gets to the bottom side, going to work underneath Vota in the 716. Down the back straightaway, we're going to get 3 to go, 3 down, 5 to go this time, and Benji Kirkpatrick's going to give by from Vota. It's still going to be the 76S of Cody Daniel out front, followed by the 13, and then the 716 of Vota will be around your top of 3. Joe Williams slow and off the pace up on the top side. Joe Williams full of the infield, buddy. Let's keep it clean and green. Keep them going if we can. Gonna see if we can get Williams off the racetrack. Gonna make the hard right turn. Out front is gonna be Benji Kirkpatrick, followed by the 76 of Cody Daniel and the 716 of Vota. Gonna be 7 down, 1 to go. White flag in the air for the 47-25 of Benji Kirkpatrick, followed by the 76 of Cody Daniel and the 716 of Vota. Justin Stoops listening in. Always got the kiddos down here tonight. Got one home from sick. So we got one home tonight and Stoops out, but your winner is the 47-25. That's going to be Benji Kirkpatrick, followed by the 76 of Cody Daniel, the 716 of Vota. Heat race number 2 rolling out on the racetrack. The 91 of Gage Fuller on the pole and the Big Booty Judy. Outside a 225 of Jeff Williams, inside the 9G of Drew Garcia, and the outside the 717 GW Egbert. Remember, you can buy a ticket tonight, $5. You can ride in that 717 ride at intermission. Usually about 20 tickets sold, so it's about a 5% chance you can win it. So go buy you a ticket down at the beer stand, and you can ride in that 717 grocery getter of GW Egbert. Inside row number 3, the 22 of Ed Thompson, and the outside, the 8 of Barry Gaston. Lights will be going out on the back straightaway. Fuller going to move back 1 spot. That's going to put Drew Garcia up on the pole. Going to be Garcia. Williams will be your front row. Lights are out. Slow through 3 and 4. Green flag in the air for heat race number 2, your Outlaw Street Stock. Bring all you got and hope you brought enough. Williams up on the top side. Garcia 3-wheeling it down on the bottom side. Still going to be Garcia up in the bottom. Oh, Garcia bicycles it. Just about pulls a Chili Bowl special there. Bicycles it up, gathers it up, keeps it under him. That's going to let GW get by him. Just too much right side bite, too much right side dig. You can see the right rear dig in the 9G. That's going to leave the 225 out front. Followed by the 717, GW Egbert. Egbert now closing the gap, going to see if he can make something work. Williams. 3-wheeling it through 3 and 4, and GW Egbert going to get underneath, going to drag race down the front straightaway. It's still going to be Williams, followed by GW Egbert. Go to My Race Pass, and that'll give us a live timing. Williams, GW Egbert not picking up on my race pass, but it is door to door and down the back straightaway. They are drag racing. It's going to be Williams on the top shelf. G-Dub on the bottom. 2 to go, 2 flags in the air. Your heat race number 2. Up next, your IMCA Modifieds. Down the back straightaway, going to get into lap traffic now. Here comes the lappers. Jeff Williams. G-Dub works on the bottom side. White flag is out. 7 down and 1 to go. Down the back straightaway. The 225. Oh, the 225 breaks. He had to have broke or something happened. Lee bobbled. Just lost all momentum, and that's going to give GW Egbert the win. Justin Stoops got the new baby home. What an awesome little kiddo. Sent me a picture on Facebook. Remember, if you're watching at home, you want to send me a message on Facebook, just send it on over here. We like them. We like them all. All right, lineups. Your IMCA Modifieds out there. The 77X on the pole on the outside of 45T of Eric Tomlinson. Austin Kroll on the pole, Tomlinson on the outside. Kevin Green on the inside, Matthew Day on the outside. Here we go. We'll get the rest of the lineup in a bit. On the inside, row 3, the 53X of Chandler Fox, and the outside of 02 of Danny Rogers, and then shotgun will be Derek Scott in 01. Lap 1 in the books is going to be the 77X at Austin Cool. Green now working the bottom of the racetrack, and here comes Tomlinson. Followed by Day. Tomlinson and Day in the points battle here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Just a few nights left, so every point matters at this point. Every point matters at this point. That makes great sense. Still going to be the 77X. Austin Cool, followed by Kevin Green. Tomlinson, Matthew Day will round out your top 4. Chandler Fox having a good run, keeping the car under him, keeping it square. 2 to go, 6 down, 2 to go. Austin Cool. Here comes Kevin Green on the bottom side, closing that gap, gonna see what he can do. Underneath it's gonna be Austin Cool. Kevin Green now working the bottom side underneath him. Here we go, checker flag will be out this time by Green, who has 14,287 laps around this racetrack, will be second, but up front will be Austin Cool, Green, Tomlinson, Matthew Day. That'll round out your top 4 in your IMCA Modified Heat Race number 1. Oh, Simsick, you funny, funny boy. Oh, can't get anything by the camera. Hold on. I'm not that fast, buddy. Got him. Spider monkey gone wild. Simsick. Phil Whipple watching the races in his 54 degrees up in central Maine. Shame on you, my friend. We had 54 last year at some point, but we don't remember when. Dustin Edmonds watching from Bowling Allen, Burleson. So, up next, your dwarf cars. Don't forget, if under green flag, we want you off of that front fence. Don't want you injured or don't want you blocking the view. If you got some trash, there's plenty of receptacles throughout the facilities. And if you rented a chair, let's be sure to get that back to its spot tonight. But now up to your Lone Stars dwarf cars. 70J, James Kane on the pole, and the outside the 27J of Jeff Patterson. Inside the 17 of Chance Hall, and the outside the 11T, that's Paul White, big brother. Inside row number 3, the 04 GW Egbert, and the outside the 16 of John Roan. Inside row number 4, the 72 of Lyndon Siberry, and the outside the 73X Wyatt Richardson. What's up, Big Mike? What were you saying? You're yelling at somebody. All right, lights will be going out on the back straightaway. Brandon Hood, the Hood Rat, listening in, taking pictures, stalking, because that's what the Hood Rat does, the 01B. Here we go. Jeremy Little listening in. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Out front will be the 27P of Patterson. 73 of White Richardson, Chance Hole in the 3rd position. Keep an eye on the 17, Chance Hole, up now in the 2nd position. He has been fast all year long, no matter what racetrack he goes to. That's the 17, but out front, Jeff Patterson. Patterson down the back straightaway being chased by Chance Hole. And then the 73X of Wyatt Richardson. Patterson, Hole, Richardson. 6 laps down, so we'll get 2 flags in the air this time by 0.9 seconds between first and second. This time 0.775, shave 2/10 off. It's like Hull just realized we only got 2 laps to go, guys. We got to pick up the pace a little bit. White flag in the air. 0.557. Another 2/10 for Chance Hole. But the checkered flag coming out, and it's going to be Jeff Patterson, followed by Chance Hole, Wyatt Richardson, Paul White. It's going to round out your top 4. Up next, heat race number 2 for your Lone Star Dwarf cars. Remember, a little bit later in October will be your Lone Star Dwarf Car Nationals. Randy Yates on the pole in the 4, and the outside to 121 of Brian Falkenberg. Inside row number 2, the 13 of Tanya McAfee, and the outside to 15 of Troop Miller. Inside, row number 3, the 25 of Charles McAfee. And the outside, the 8 of Landon Falkenberg. Shotgun on the field, the 1 of Darren Hall. Oh, Brandon Hood sitting at home. They must have cheap cheeseburgers at home. McSpaddens, Raymond and Diane watching in California. Here we go, lights are out. Your Dwarf Cards heat race number 2, a good start by the 4 car. Let's see if we let that one go. I guess we are. Randy Yates got a good start, and they're going to let it roll. 1 lap down, 7 to go. It's going to be Randy Yates, Troop Miller, Tanya McAfee, and Charles McAfee. Good battle back there, and here comes up on the outside Troop Miller. Miller working the top shelf. Miller on the outside, Randy Yates on the bottom. It's going to be the 15 of Troop Miller this time by. Miller found something in the middle of the racetrack that nobody else had. Yates drifts up in front of the rest of the field, slows them up, and that's going to let Troop Miller pull out front of everybody else. Mike Fortier says, hey, Phil Whipple, when it's 80 degrees in January here, let us know what's up there at that time. Central Maine. Yeah, talk to us in January, February at that point. Back to the racing action. Sorry, I digress. It's going to be Troop Miller out front, followed by the 25 of Charles McAfee. 4 of Randy Yates, and then Darren Hall. Second between first and second, which in these little cars equates to about 42 car lengths. 2 flags in the air, and that's for your heat race number 2. 1 more heat race to go. Good battle for that 3rd and the 4th position. Up on the top side will be Darren Hull, and the bottom side will be Randy Yates. Hull going to take the advantage with that momentum, get that 3rd position. White flag is out. Troop Miller, Charles McAfee, Darren Hull, and Randy Yates. Checker, checker, checker. Troop Miller, Charles McAfee, Darren Hull, Randy Yates, Tanya McAfee. That'll round out your heat race number 2 for your Dwarf cars. Up next, heat race number 3, rolling on the racetrack. The 251, Brent Mayfield. Didn't he used to drive a street stock? Where's he been? And the outside, the 42P of Blake Patterson. Inside, the 21 of Ricky Smith, and the outside, the 9S of Yuri Tulkin. Inside, row number 3, the 151 of Bert Booth, and the outside, the 51 of Richard Booker. Shotgun on the field, the 19 of Landon Bellos. 8 laps will be the distance. 7 cars, that's your Dwarf car heat race number 3. And then up next, we'll get into your Southern Sport Mods. Got a mule on the back straightaway. We'll get that off the field. We hope. We hope. Waiting. Seems to be a rotor or some debris up on the top shelf right into entry of 3. We'll keep the yellow light on. Don't want to run over a rotor. No luck in the infield. Get 1 to go from David Sisk in the birdcage. The 42 on the outside. The 251 on the inside. Brandon Hood says Brent Mayfield is going back to go-karts. Couldn't handle 400 cubic inches, but he can definitely handle 100 or 1,000 cc's. All right. Lights are out on the back straightaway. Where is that hood rat tonight? Here we go. I believe that's going to be Mayfield down the back straightaway with a heck of a start. Brent Mayfield, Blake Patterson, Yuri Tulkin, and Ricky Smith will be your top four. Patterson working to the bottom side of Mayfield. Wants to put a slider on it, but just doesn't have enough momentum to make it work. That's still going to let Mayfield be out front, followed by Blake Patterson, Tulkin, and Smith. Side by side. Patterson, there's a slider we were looking for. Finally enough momentum. That's going to put Patterson out front. Work that bottom side, get that momentum, and let it drift up in front of Mayfield. Come on, Street Stock boy. You got it. Get out of the go-karts. Patterson working, Mayfield working the bottom side under Patterson. Going to be door-to-door down the back straightaway. Patterson up on the top shelf. Going to have the momentum down the back straightaway. Mayfield, white flag is out. 7 down and 1 to go. But it's going to be the 42 of Patterson, followed by Mayfield, Tulkin, and Smith. Patterson. So your winner will be Blake Patterson, followed by Mayfield, Tulkin, and Ricky Smith. Pastor Jim, getting us a little light. We appreciate that from up above. Thank you, buddy. Up next, factory stocks. Bombers. Four heat races, 25 cars. 111, Eddie Gramella on the pole, to 0, Brian Johnson on the outside. Inside the 46, the Ty Miracle on the outside, the 17M, Christopher Mercer. Inside row number 3, the 88 of Wesley Dulock, and the outside, the 4 of Hopkins. Shotgun on the field, the 69, Cody White. 4 heat races, top 3 will qualify. The rest will go to the B main. 5 of the 7 making a call. Little pause in the action as they try to figure out what's going on. Where is Dennis and Teresa Keating at? Dennis, stand up. Stand up. 45 years together. They didn't go to the movies. They didn't go to Olive Garden. They came to Heart of Texas Speedway. 45 years. Congrats, kiddos. I hope I live to see 45 years of marriage. Chances are my wife will kill me way before then, though. So, thanks for being here tonight, Dennis, Teresa. 45 years. And we're going to push the 69 off. Mikey, what's up with that? What happened to the 69? Okay. All right, 4 cars. Top 3 will qualify. The last one will go to the B. Here we go. Drag race down the back straightaway now. It's going to be Gramella on the outside, the 88 of Duloc on the inside. It's going to be Gramella, Duloc, and a Hopkins who are your top 3. 46 Tire Miracle on the outside looking in. He's going to have to run the B main. Probably not going to be a B main, and we lost 3 cars in his heat race. But your battle up front is a good battle. On the inside, Duloc, and the outside, Gramella, and then Hopkins is waiting to pounce when anybody makes a mistake. Now they're going to try to make it 3 wide down the front straightaway, and Hopkins going to jump up to the middle of the racetrack. Hopkins now on the top shelf, but it's still going to be Eddie Gramella way out front. Well, maybe not way, but by a car length. It's going to be Eddie Gramella, Wesley Duloc, and Ryan Hopkins. Gramella, Duloc, Hopkins down the back straightaway. You got 5 down. We'll get 2 flags in the air this time down. 2 flags in the air, 2 laps to go. It's going to be Gramella, and it is a tight race up front for the top 3. All 3 qualified, so let's not wreck each other, drivers. Gramella on the inside, Wesley Duloc, Ryan Hopkins on the outside. White flag in the air. Hopkins on the outside, Wesley Duloc on the inside, down the back straightaway, but out front is going to be the 111 of Eddie Gramella. Checkers flags for Eddie Gramella in the 111, followed by Wesley Duloc, Ryan Hopkins. And that is your heat race number 1 for your factory stocks. Heat race number 2 about to roll out on the racetrack. On the pole, the 4D of Brian Marler, and the outside, the 56 of Eric Tomlinson. Inside, row number 2, the 8H of Rowdy Hull, and the outside, the 21 of Clinton Howard. Inside, row number 3, the 54K of Melvin Kemp, and the outside, the 62 of Jacob Pruitt. Here we go. Tomlinson up on the top shelf, going to have the momentum and down the back straightaway. Tomlinson, followed by Brian Mahler in the 4D. Top 3 transfer. Everybody else goes to the B main, followed by the 21 of Clinton Howard. Howard holding that position up on the top shelf, but underneath. And here comes Melvin Kemp underneath. That is for that 5th position. Kemp trying to work the bottom right around the tires, but it's still going to be Tomlinson, followed by Mahler, Howard, Hull, and Melvin Kemp Jr. Oh, looks like Kemp is off pace, possibly broke. Let's pull it to the infield driver. Let's keep him driving. Keep him racing. Keep him racing. No. Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. Thanks, driver. Tomlinson, followed by Marler, Howard, Randy Hull. 2 flags in the air and 2 to go. Out front's going to be Eric Tomlinson, Brian Mahler, Clint Howard. That'll be your top 3. They all transfer. Everybody else will go to the B main. Looks like Howard has a little trouble. He's going to get passed by Randy Hall. Hall will now work his way up into that transfer position. Checkered flag is out. Eric Tomlinson, the modified driver, out front in your Bombers. Factory stocks. My bad. Sorry, drivers. Bomber factory stocks. Up next, factory stocks, heat race number 3. On the pole, the 47, Shannon Dulock. Where's my Dulock fans? That's what I like to hear. Brett Arden in the 5 on the outside. Inside, the 27, Jerry Pittman. And the outside, the 429, Jason Hood. Inside, row number 3, way down south. That's the 99, the Triton Temple, making the way up here. And the outside, the 37, James Schoenrock. Where's my Schoenrock fans? That's what I'm talking about, Schoenrock fans. Let's go. Here we go. Down the back straight, there's going to be the 47, Shannon Dulock, and a gaggle of cars behind him. Up on the top shelf will be the 5 of Brett Arden. Inside, 429, Jason Arden. It's going to be Dulock, Arden, Schoenrock now up in the top 3. Schoenrock has worked his way into a transfer, now going to work the bottom of the racetrack, try to get by the 5 of Brett Arden. Schoenrock right around the tires, not enough to make it bite and turn, and they're a couple wide behind him. But out front's going to be Shannon Dulock, Brett Arden, James Schoenrock. Out for a Sunday stroll is going to be the 47 of Shannon Dulock out front. And then Brett Arden, Schoenrock, and the 4D of Hood and Triton Temple. They are all bottled up behind him. They all went in the top 3. We don't want to run the B main, they say. Good to see Triton Temple work his way all the way up from South Texas to see us here at Hard Texas Speedway. Going to be Shannon Dulock, 2 in the air, 2 to go. 6 down, 2 to go. Dulock, Arden, 429, a Hood. Schoenrock going to try to work that bottom side. The white flag is out. It's still going to be the 47 of Dulock, followed by the 5 of Brett Arden, the 429 of Jason Hood. What a battle we have. First place is gone. Second, third, fourth, and fifth, you throw a blanket over them. It's going to be the 429 of Hood, the 5 of Brett Arden, and Schoenrock gets shoveled back into the 5th position. What a race there. Four heats of factory stocks. Brian Malar. My mistake. Sometimes we mispronounce. That happens. You get that on those big jobs. All right, heat race number 4. On the pole, that is Marvelous Michael Gannett in the 25, and the outside the 580 of Derek Cates. Inside row number 2, Zach Arden in the 8, and the 29 of Trey Vota. Inside row number 3, the 48 of Mike Land, and the outside the 197 Gary Fitch. Mike Land has had a very good start this year, has had some bad luck, but had very solid runs. Keep an eye on the 48 machine. White flag. Green flag in the air, and we are green flag racing. It's 580 of Derek Cates up on the outside, Michael Gannett on the bottom side. Close racing up front. Still going to be 580 Derek Cates out front, followed by the 25 of Marvelous Michael Gannett. Cates, Gannett. Land now works his way into the top 3 out of into the transfer position. Cates, Mike Land, Michael Gannett in the second position, Mike Land in third, and the 29 to Trey Vota. Vota going to work the bottom side, try to get by Mike Land. No momentum and no rhythm up on as they have on the top shelf. Going to rotate the car on the bottom side of the 29. It's a drag race for down the front straightaway. Oh, Mike Land gets in a little hot, out of shape a little bit. Derek Cates, Michael Gannett, and it's going to be the 29 of Vota, followed by Mike Land. See if Mike can work his way up, back up by there. Got in a little out of shape, a little loose on entry, skated up out of the rhythm, and then let the 29 of Vota get by him. Down the back straightaway. 580 Derek Cates, the 25 of Michael Gannett, and the 29 of Michael Vota. White flag in the air. Up next, I think it will be your Southern Sport Mods. I do believe. Derek Cates with a good solid run, followed by the 25 of Michael Gannett and the 29 of Michael Votal. Mike Land rounding out the top 4. Mike Land had a good solid run, got a little loose getting into 2, and that is going to let Votal get by him. Your IMCA Southern Sport Mods are up next. Two heat races, top 5 will qualify. On the pole, 88X of Connor Montgomery, and the outside of 3 of Corbin Willett. Inside, a 21T of Taylor Florio, and the outside of 12 of Brandon Guerin. Inside, row number 3, the 601, Little Nasty, Trevor Cogburn, and the outside, Oliver Billingsley in the double OK. Shotgun on the field, Walter Hamilton in 07G. Seven cars, 8 laps for your IMCA Southern Sport Mods Heat Race number 1. Don't forget, lots of tickets available. That's for the ride-along, $5. You can go ride in that race car. So go down to the beer stand, buy you 5 tickets, buy you 1 ticket. Here we go, IMCA Southern Sport Mods Heat Race number 1 of 2. Oh. We had a little bobble bobble. My money don't jiggle jiggle, but we do bobble bobble. The 12 of Brandon Guerin will be out front, followed by the 88X of Connor Montgomery. Cogburn around. Keeps it going, keeps it clean, keeps it green. Got a lot of room to make up, Mr. Cogburn, so that you can qualify. But out front's going to be Brandon Guerin, Connor Montgomery, Walter Hamilton from dead last to third. Tay-Tay, that's Taylor Florio, Oliver Billingsley. 7G. Walter Hamilton going to try to work the top side. Here comes Tay. Taylor Florio into 21. Billingsley going to work. Hamilton going to work the top side of 88 of Montgomery. Up on the top shelf, a little loose up there. Got to gather it up, but that's going to let the 88 of Connor Montgomery get by him. He has a good rhythm up there, does the 7G. Just has to settle it down a little bit getting in and not let it skate up so high up into the marble. Maybe let it skate up a little bit, diamond it, and drive it down the hill. All your driving lessons here available from Joe Spillman at Heart of Texas Speedway. White flag will be out this time. Guerin out front, followed by the 88 of Connor Montgomery and the 07G of Walker Hamilton. It's going to be Hamilton up on the top shelf once again. He has such a good drive up there, but you can't keep skating it up into the marbles. Got to keep the car under you, drive it down, and diamond it and drive under him. Brandon Guerin, Connor Montgomery, Hamilton, Florio rounds out your top four. Easy for me to say watching it on the screen and calling it, but can't get in so hot and heavy up on the top shelf and get up into marbles. David Sisk, what's up, buddy? Your IMCA Southern Sport Mods Heat Race number 2 rolling out on the racetrack. 91 of Jack Lewis on the pole, and the outside the 717 of GW Egbert. Inside in the SG1 is Michael Dabney, on the outside row number 2 to 4G Garrett Crazy Leg Rawls. Inside row number 3, that's Big Brother Paul White, and the outside the 17E Eric Kiglaski. Shotgun on the field, Colin Montgomery in the 87. 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 7. We're good to go. Here we go. Green flag. Out front the 1. Dabney. Paul White on the bottom side, Egbert up on the top shelf. Paul White going to work underneath Egbert. He's going to give him that second position. It's going to be 17, Eric Kiglaski off. Out front will be Michael Dabney, Paul White, and then 4 of Rawls, and then the 717 of Egbert. Dabney way out front, Paul White, Rawls, G-Dub. That'll be your top 4, GW Egbert. Those at home know is G-Dub is GW Egbert. Dabney now going to be getting into lap traffic. We got 6 down, 2 to go, 2 flags in the air this time for Michael Dabney. Winner of last week's stock car race. First stock car win ever. Congrats to that kiddo. It's a hard class to win in. Michael Dabney, Paul White, Garrett Rawls, GW Egbert. Checkered flag coming out. Dabney, White, Rawls, Egbert. And that will round out your heat race number 2 for your IMCA Southern Sport Mods. Up next, stock cars. my favorite class. Your IMCA stock cars, 2 heats. On the pole, Mr. Weston Abbey in the 12. And the outside, the 38 of Daniel Shipler. Inside, the 34 George Shelton. And the outside, the 20T of Thomas Hall. Inside, row number 3, the 84 of the monster truck, Zach Terry. And the outside, the 13G of David Good. Inside, row number 4, the 97 of Doug Lorenz. And the outside, the 11 of Cameron Cook. Inside, row number 5, the 70T of Trevor Egbert. And the outside, the Punisher, the 0, Tim Carmen. 10 cars, 8 laps. Here we go. Here we go. Abbey out front. Shipler. Hall. Good. Lorenz. Abbey. 3 straightaway. 3 car lengths on the front straightaway. Still Abbey by a straightaway now over Hall. Doug Lorenz, Shipler, Good, Cook. .34 Shelton off pace to the infield. They are all hooked up. They are all pulling the left front. They are getting around the racetrack pretty good here at Heart of Texas Speedway. But it is going to be Abbey out front, Shipler in that 4th position, Good on the outside. Going to give it to Good, followed by Shipler. Here comes the 11 of Cameron Cook. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Hall going to get by Lorenz. It's going to be Weston Abbey, Thomas Hall, Doug Lorenz, David Good. Weston Abbey, the kiddo, letting her eat. Your winner, he raced number 1. We got 1 slow on the front straightaway. That's going to be a Hall. It's going to be Abbey, Lorenz, Good, and Cook, and Shipler will qualify. Mr. Jeff, show us that moon up there, buddy. What's that moon look like? That's a good-looking moon. I don't know if it's good for racing, but that's a pretty moon at Heart of Texas Speedway on a Friday night. Look at that. Pastor Jim says that's a blood moon. Heat race number 2 rolling out for your Heart of Texas Speedway stock cars, IMCA stock cars.
Last chance to get a ride-along ticket.
If you want a ride-along ticket, you better go buy one right now. It's your last chance. Last call for a ride-along ticket. Get down at the beer barn. On the pole, the 17 of John Friedrich, and the outside, Michael Wolford in the 27. Inside, row number 2, the 54M of Michael Dabney, and the outside, the 22 of Justin Waringa. Inside, row number 3, the Acrobat, Jason Batt in the 9, and the outside, the 21X of Jimmy Helona Heatherton. Inside, row number 4, Thomas Hall in the 114, and the outside, Dustin Mooney in the M5. Inside, row number 5, shotgun on the field, Chris Gallen. Where's my Dustin Mooney fans at? I know I got Dustin Mooney fans here. Where's my Jason Acrobat fans at? Where's Acrobat fans at? Who's your winner here, kiddos? Is it 9? Is it the M5? Or last week's winner in the 54M, Michael Dabney. Little cleanup on the front stretch. Cleanup aisle 2. All right, clean up on aisle 2, done. A little wet spot. Who doesn't like a wet spot on the front stretch? Okay, here we go. John Friedrich down the back straightaway. Michael Wolford on the outside. 8 laps, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cars. Here we go. No slipping and sliding down the front straightaway, please, drivers. Friedrich on the bottom, lets the car rotate, gonna skate it up just a little bit, gonna keep a good momentum down the back straightaway. Dabney now gonna work on the bottom side, tries to drift it up in front of the field, and here comes Jason Acrobat, but it's gonna be Dabney, Bat, Friedrich, Hall will be your top 4. Here comes Dustin Mooney from deep in the pack. Mooney down on the bottom side, gonna try to work underneath Friedrich. Little smoke coming from the 21 machine. Out front will be Dabney. John Hobbs caught what I said. 54. Dabney down the back straightaway, followed by Jason Acrobat and a 114 Hall. Dabney. Bat, Hall, your top 3, throw a blanket over them. Here comes Dustin Mooney in a 21 up in the top 4. Bat with a lot of drive, a lot of right rear in that car. You can watch it rotate. Drive off the right rear, a lot of left rear drive. Oh, Dabney broke. Dabney broke something on the right front. Is he out of the way? We're going to have a caution, caution, caution. What a tough break for Dabney. Breaks something in the right front upper control arm or ball joint. Does Dabney. Had a fast hot rod and broke something on the right front. That's going to put Jason Acrobat out front with the 114 of Hall. Dustin Mooney in a 21 machine. John Friedrich, the 21X, Jimmy Helona Hetherington, Wolford, Wieringa, and Gallion will round out the field. What a tough break for Dabney, who was also your feature winner last week. Don't forget, last chance to go down and buy some tickets for your ride along while we got a little pause for the cause. Get down and buy some tickets. We'll be drawing that here shortly. Your last heat race right now before intermission. Go buy some tickets. Go buy some tickets. Mike McCarthy, get me, they're $5? Give me 4 tickets in my name. Tell them down there, give me 4 tickets in my name. Tell me the numbers. If I win those, I will be giving that away to somebody else. Here we go. Jason Batt down the front straightaway. Dabney out. Broken right upper ball joint, it looks like. Jason Batt down the back straightaway. Lights still on. We still got a record. We're still trying to clear the exit. Clearing the exit of the track. I got 4 of those tickets. If I win it, I'm going to give to somebody. All right. Down the back straightaway. Lights, I think, will be going out. Jason Batt, Hall, Mooney, Friedrich, Helona. Here we go. 6 of 8 down. It'll be a green-white checkered. There's your green flag. Here comes Jason Batt. Talked to Jason Batt earlier this week. Had a bad stumble and a bad popping in his race car. Seems to have figured it out. Thinks it was a loose wiring connection. That car is not missing a beat right now. It's a 9. Watch him dig on the right rear and pull the left front down the back straightaway in the 9 car. Jason Batt, white flag is out. Here comes the checkered. Jason Batt, followed by Thomas Hall Jr. We also like to call him the Fast Hall. Chris Gallion, Jimmy Helona Hetherington, and Dustin Mooney rounds up top 5. Looks like
No, B-main.
factory stock B-main rolling out on the racetrack. Your very, very, very last call to go get you a ticket for the ride along. Factory stock. Lineups. My race pass is a beautiful thing. Top 12 will transfer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We got 11. Train on the backstretch. Y'all say hello to the Express 720. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 of 13 are here. We're all going to transfer. Let's ship them off. Are they going to race for position? Buddy out front. All right. We will send the B main off.
Let them know they got to hurry and go get in the car.
So, buddy, we're going to draw for the ride along. I got 5 tickets, right? I got 4 tickets. These are my 4. Oh, shit. Shoot. All right.
Me $20.
I gave it to Mike. Mike has my. Hold on to those numbers. Draw one ticket, Bubba. 1 and 1 only. Just 1. He got a handful. That's like me going to a buffet. I want these shrimps, and I want these shrimps, and I want these shrimps. You got one right there. All right, here's your number.
You got your glasses?
I don't need glasses yet, buddy. That's next week. 7156. Did we win? We didn't win. 7156. Where you at? 7156. Hey, thanks for your help, buddy. 7156. You got it? All right, get with Buddy.
7156. 7156. That's
All
right.
right.
You get
You're
right.
going to help him out? You got him?
Thank you.
All right, go follow Buddy. All right, he's going to go get suited up. Slight pause for the cause. Go get you some drinks. Hey. Hi, buddy. Thanks for your help. Oh. Is that the sweetest thing ever? What's your favorite color, dude? I like purple too. Absolutely, that's my favorite color too. What's up, buddy? We're gonna get you a snow cone. I promise you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the way I feel tonight. Slight pause for the cause. No, you can have those loser tickets, sir. Slight pause for the cause. Get you a drink, hot, cold food or beverage, Mr. Jack.
Quick announcement. We got a birthday. Scott and Kenneth Rearson's coming up next week. Happy birthday on Tuesday.
Sunday at 7 p.m. here on 106
Next week here at Heart of Texas Speedway, kids power wheel races along with factory stock King of the Hill races. I think I'm going to be taking off next week. Rodney Rodriguez will be here. The king of announcing, as we like to call him, helping y'all out. About to get started back your street stocks. Run what you brung, hope you brought enough. And speaking of street stocks, Patience Daniel, daughter of Cody, driver of the Junior Limited Patience. She'll be 15 on Wednesday. So you see her, you know her, you have her on Facebook. Wish Patience a happy, happy birthday. 15 years old on Wednesday. Your Outlaw Street Stocks lineup will look like this. A 716 Trey Vota on the pole, and the outside of 3X of Travis Norman. Inside, Cody, the Superman Daniel, and the 76S, and the outside the 22 of Ed Thompson. Inside, row number 3, the 9 of Drew Garcia, and the outside the 91 of Gage Fuller. Inside, row number 4, the 84 Robert Shepard, and the outside the 717 G.W. Egbert. Inside, row number 5, the 225 of Jeff Williams. And the outside, the 4725 Bangin' Benji Kirkpatrick. Inside, row number 6, the 1 of Danny Sikora. And the outside, the 8 of Barry Gaston. Shotgun on the field, the 32 of Joe Williams. Got a little pause for the cause. We want to thank our sponsors here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Elevate Performance and Automotive, CRS Suspension, Stephenville Starter, Dirt Defender, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, Smiley's, Subway Sandwiches, Honey's Roofing, Bell Clearing, 3M Fencing, Southwest Truck, Pro Star Rental, and as always, Race on Texas. Chris David, always helping out racetracks across Texas and Oklahoma. Getting the lineup correct. Want to make sure everybody's right. Sign this. Designs of Waco. Looks like David Sisk going to give him one to go this time. 12, it says 12 laps, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go 15. Lights are out on the back straightaway. Vota on the inside, Norman on the outside. See what happens here on the initial start. Here we go. Lights are still on. We never turn the lights off, drivers. We have to turn the lights off before we start racing. Kenny Merritt raffling off T. Honey's car. Couple of spots still available. Don't forget that. Here we go. Green flag. Vota on the inside, Norman up on the top side. Here comes Cody Daniel on the bottom, followed by Garcia, the 22. Banging Vinci Kirkpatrick in the 47-25, working under the 22. Going to get by them. We're going to let the car rotate right around the tires. Going to skate up in front of the SW. Cody Daniel now going to drag race down the back straightaway. Going to clear Travis Norman in the 76S. Laps down. Cody Daniel playing chase to the 716 Trey Vota. Vota lets the car rotate. Very free. We got the 8 of Barry Gaston on the front straightaway, facing the wrong way. Out of the race path. See if we can get the 8 cleared and out of the way. We're going to stay green. Going to be Vota, Daniel, Garcia, Kirkpatrick. Caution. Got to get the 8 out of the way on the front straightaway. Lights are going out on the back straightaway. Out front, Vota. Daniel on the inside, Garcia on the top side. Kirkpatrick, Norman sideways. Oh no. Oh no. Norman just got in a little bit loose. Caution, caution, caution. 6 laps down. Yellow is still out. Here we go. Green flag racing and Vota out front, followed by the 76 of Cody Daniel, the 9 of Garcia. Going to be Vota. Cody Daniel, Benji Kirkpatrick now up in the top 3. Garcia, GW Edgar working side by side for that 4th and 5th position. G-Dub on the bottom side, going to very close racing conditions there, but it's still going to be out front. Vota, followed by Cody Daniel, Kirkpatrick. Laps down, 11 this time by, 4 to go. Trey Vota out front. Cody Daniel in his solid 2nd position. 47-25, Benji Kirkpatrick and Andrew Garcia. Once we got some green flag racing there, clicking them off pretty quick. Gonna get 2 in the air this time by. 2 in the air, 2 to go for Trey Vota in the 716, followed by the 76S of Cody Daniel. Yellow. 12 laps down. For your Outlaw Street Stocks here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Green flag, Trey Vota, waste no time. Benji Kirkpatrick on the outside. Cody Daniel. Going to get by Cody Daniel. Now going to work on the bottom side, try to get underneath Votaw, but Votaw has too much drive getting off the corner. Going to get 2 in the air this time by. Here we go, 2 to go. Votaw, Kirkpatrick. Cody Daniel and the Garcia. White flag is out for Votaw. Votaw, followed by Benji Kirkpatrick. Your street stock winner, A-Main, Trey Votaw in the 716, followed by Benji Kirkpatrick. Cody Daniel and Drew Garcia rounds out the top 4. Out of the race car, Trey Votaw in his 716. Get some water, get some Gatorade, buddy. It's hot out there.
Golly.
What's hotter, you or the car?
I got a little bit warm, but I'm pretty thick, so it's a little bit hot in there. My grandpa, Brandon Hood, couldn't be here, so that kind of sucks. Cause,
Is he your grandpa or your little sister?
well, kind of both. He's real old, that's all I know. But I got to thank Charles Melvani for giving me this ride, man. It's been a great year. We got 2 races left, and I don't know where Cody finished, but I got to be in the 40s in the point lead. So it's real awesome, man. I missed the first night with my son being born, and shout out to my wife, man. She's been letting me race all year and stayed at home on Friday nights and sometimes Saturdays. So to be able to get close to even bring home the championship's awesome. But really, I got to thank everybody that helps me. Zane, my dad, Dustin, and Kelly come every week and support me. There's a lot of people that help me. But Zane and my dad, really, they're here every week, during the week. I mean, even when I sucked. I'm a little bit better now, but they was there even when I wasn't no good. So.
Awesome. Great to see you back here in Winter Circle. That's Trey Votaw in a 716. It's your Outlaw Street Stock winner. Up next, your IMCA Modifieds. Cody Daniel going over, giving him a big handshake. Patience Daniel, birthday on Wednesday. Y'all wish her a happy 15th birthday. Your IMCA modified lineup looks like this for your A main. The 77X Austin Pool on the pole, and the outside the 45T of Eric Tomlinson. Inside, row number 2, the 5 of Kevin Green, and the outside the 54T of Matthew Day. Inside the 53 double X, Chandler Fox, and the outside to 02 of Danny Rogers. Shotgun on the field to 01, Derek Scott. IMC Modified A main, here we go. 77X with a wonderful start down on the bottom. Tomlinson up on the top shelf. Green on the bottom. Here comes Matthew Day. They're going to be 2, 3 wide. That's for your second, third, and fourth position. Austin Cool in the 77X, followed by Eric Tomlinson, Kevin Green, and Matthew Day. Tomlinson gonna work the top shelf, see if he can find something, some kind of momentum, but just can't make it work. Just not enough drive up there. Maybe we can dust those marbles off after a couple of laps. But right now, Kevin Green's gonna work the bottom shelf, and that's gonna let him get by Eric Tomlinson. Still going to be the 77X out front. Austin Cool. Well, out of Cave Creek, Arizona. All the way from Arizona is a 77X. Cool. Green. Tomlinson. Matthew Day. I do believe Tomlinson and Day were door to door last week, tied for the points. Matthew Day won last week, put him a point ahead, and now Eric Tomlinson's a point ahead. This is all out of my mind, so be sure to look that up on my race pass to verify that and validate it. Laps of the 15 down. Austin Quill out front. We're getting a 5 to go this time. Followed by Kevin Green, Eric Thompson, Matthew Day. Your IMC Modified A main. Good to see Danny Rogers here tonight. Derek Scott Jr. I will be at Kennedale Speedway Park tomorrow night, working with the Tom's Outlaw Modified. Very competitive racing series. Look forward to being there. But tonight we have Austin Cool way out front. Not looking back. Ronnie Bell helping me out with the pronunciation. Kill. Thank you, buddy, because I was butchering that. Cool. Quayle. Kill. Austin Kill out front. Thank you, Ronnie Bell. Ronnie Bell from Bell Clearing and the pool service. Here we go. White flag for the 77 Austin Kill. Your IMCA Modified feature winner, the 77 Austin Keel. Followed by the 5 of Kevin Green, 45P Eric Tomlinson, the 54 of Matthew Day. Round out the field. Rolling across the scales, a 77, Austin Keel, all the way from Arizona. Austin Keel out of the race car, your IMC modified winner, all the way from Arizona. Green Bay Packer helmet and all. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go. Austin, cool. All the way from Arizona, buddy. Good job tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a cool place here. I really didn't know where to run in that feature. I saw the guys in the feature ahead of us just rolling the bottom there. I came up here when the sport mods were still running, and I'm like, shoot, this thing still has a lot of moisture in it, so I kind of left the car alone, and I was like, I'm going to be real free once I saw the guys in front of us when the track dried up so much. But it was really cool. I really don't know if they were all over me there or not. Just kind of running my own race. But I can't do it without Bubba here. Bubba made the trip with me to Iowa. We're actually on our way home from Iowa right now. We just picked this thing up. We only have 5 races on it. So back to Arizona now. I got to thank Precision Performance. This Rage Precision Performance car is just awesome. It's been really, really comfortable so far. I got to thank my parents, Big Bob's Flooring of Yuma, A1 Materials, Weir's Machine, Peak Decals, Arizona Tubes and Hoses, K1 Race Gear, Merit Racing, Black Magic Bead Breaker, Interstate Batteries, Tire Demon, and all you fans for being out here. I know it's warm out here, so thank you guys for sticking around.
Nice job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Austin Cool, all the way from Arizona. Up next, your Dwarf cars. And Ronnie Bell, you owe me $14,000 for telling me the wrong name. Ronnie Bell. Bell Clearing and Pools. Little short legs running around the racetrack. All right. Lights are out on the back straightaway. Your Lone Star Dwarf car, A main. Here we go. Out front, Mayfield. Mayfield in the 251. In the 27 of Patterson, the Randy Yates. 42 of Blake Patterson now up in that third position. Patterson through the middle of the racetrack for that third position. Yates on the bottom side. 17, Chance Hull, here he comes. Hull, who has been dominating. Out front, Mayfield, but here comes the 27 Patterson on the bottom. Mayfield through the bottom of 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Patterson gonna open up the entry a little bit, see if he can rotate it, get underneath Mayfield. No can do. It's a 3-car battle for the lead. It's gonna be the 251 of Mayfield, followed by Jeff Patterson and Chance Hull now. Chance Hull going to try to rotate around the bottom of the tires, as does the 27 of Jeff Patterson. Now Hull looking to the top shelf, going to see if he can work on the outside. See if he can keep the momentum up, let it rotate in a little bit, buddy. Here we go down the front straightaway, 3 wide. It's going to be the 17 of Chance Hull, now up on the top shelf, with that momentum up on the middle of the racetrack, followed by the 251 of Brett Mayfield and the 27P of Patterson. (17) Hull, followed by the 251 of Brent Mayfield, and then Jeff Patterson. Bud Hull, who has been dominating all year long in the Dwarf cars out front. We got 8 laps down already. Quick are they, your Dwarf cars. Halfway down, halfway to go. Out front, Hull by about a half a straightaway over the rest of the field, followed by the 251 of Brent Mayfield, Blake Patterson, Troop Miller in the top 5. Down, 7 laps to go. Grant Mayfield running third. Jeff Patterson battling second and third position. Out front is Chance Hull in a dominating fashion. Half a straightaway, full straightaway this time by for Chance Hull. That's a 4-second lead. Chance Hull, Patterson, Brent Mayfield, Blake Patterson. 15 down, 5 to go this time. We have been caution-free in your dwarf cars. I tell you what, I used to not like the dwarf cars. They were a caution fest all year long. Oh, and I jinxed it. Jinxed it, jinxed it, jinxed it. I do it every dang time. They have put on a good show all year long. They have come, they have run caution-free. The 21 gets around, that's Rick Smith. Dwarf cars had put on a good show all year long, not a lot of cautions. And just as I started to talk about that, that's what happened. So, David Sisk in the flag stand having a little discussion about what to do. I believe lights will be going out this time by. We got 15 down, 5 laps to go. Chance Hull into 17. Does anybody have anything for him? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, but you never know. Miracles do happen. But he's been dominating all year long, has been the 17 of Chance Hull. 27P, Jeff Patterson. 17, Hull, Patterson, Wyatt Richardson, Mayfield, and Paul White in the 11T. Rounds out your top 5. Little slicing and dicing for that 4th position between Paul White and Wyatt Richardson. And Paul White gets that 3rd position. 2 flags in the air, 2 laps to go for the 17 of Chance Hull, followed by Jeff Patterson, Paul White, and Wyatt Richardson. White flag out. He got one the wrong way, but he is still moving. We're just going to stay clean and green. Out front, Chance Hull. Your winner, the 17, Hull. Chance Hull in the 17. Dominating fashion. He has been fast all year long, and look for him to be fast in the Dwarf Car Nationals here later this year. See how that works out for Chance. How about that for a donut contest? Up next, your factory stocks. Chance Hull will be working his way out of the race car. There he is, drivers. Chance Hull. Well, of course they're hot now. Did you just see the donuts you just did?
Yeah.
Nice job, buddy. Tell us about it a little bit.
Yeah, the car was pretty good. I really didn't want that last caution to come out. I knew my tires were pretty hot, and I knew they were probably going to seal over, and they kind of did, and I kind of took it too easy on the last couple laps, just trying not to slip off the bottom. But I figured Jeff was right behind me, so I knew I had to hit my marks and not mess up. So big thanks to my girlfriend for helping out all week, and Wayne Hull Construction, Peter D Motorsports, BH Fabrication, Precision Detail, Undercover Shocks, CMP Pump, Pit Stop Cafe. Couldn't do it without those guys. Dick Brooker, Scott Prejean, and it's hot.
It is hot. We look forward to having y'all here in about 6 weeks or so for the Dwarf Car Nationals. So look for y'all to be back here, and good luck, buddy. So thanks. Good job tonight. Chance Hull, your Dwarf Car feature winner. Y'all give it up. Your factory stock A main lineup looks like this. The 4 of Ryan Hopkins on the pole, and the outside the 1 and 11 of Eddie Gramella. Inside row number 2, the 5 of Brett Arden, and the outside the 429 of Jason Hood. Inside row number 3, the 88 of Wesley Dulock, and the outside the 29 of Trey Vota. Inside row number 4, Marvelous Michael Gannett, and the outside the 40 of Brian Mahler. Inside. Inside row number 5, the 56 of Eric Tomlinson, and the outside the 580 of Derek Cates. Inside row number 6, the 8H Rowdy Hull, and the outside that's 47 Shannon Dulock. Inside row number 7, the 46 Ty Miracle, and the outside the 21 of Clint Howard. Inside row number 8, the 37 of James Schoenrock, and the outside the 48 of Mike Land. Inside row number 8, Jacob Pruitt in the 62, and the outside the 99 of Triton Temple. Inside row number 10, the 8 of Zach Arden, and the outside the 0 of Brian Johnson. Inside row number 11, Jerry Pittman in the 27, and the outside the 197 of Gary Fitch. Shotgun on the field, the 17M of Christopher Mercer. 23 cars for 20 laps. Let's see if we can get some underway here and make it work. Once again, thanks to everybody at home watching on Race on Texas All Access Pass. $39.99 will get you the full month. Be sure to pick Heart of Texas Speedway as your home track. Half that money will come back to us. So thank you all for being there. Here we go. Lights are out for your factory stocks. Hopkins out front. Gramella, here we come, along with the 5. Fred Arden on the inside. A gaggle of cars up in the top 8. It's going to be Gramella now this time by, will be your leader, followed by Ryan Hopkins. Gramella way out front. Hopkins going to close the gap. Hopkins on the top shelf. Gramella right through the middle and the bottom of the racetrack. Gramella, Hopkins. Oh, Hopkins broke off pace. Hopkins, mechanical failure, passed down the front straightaway and broke in the middle of 1 and 2. So, 3 laps down, 17 to go. We'll restack and repack. Hopkins, new car blues, about the 4th night on that race car. Has a win, but has a couple of DNFs from the new car blues. Gramella out front. Brett Arden on the inside, 429 on the top shelf. 88, Wesley Dulock inside 3rd row. Outside, Marvelous Michael Gannett. Gramella. Hopkins broke off the racetrack, taking a hard right turn in the top of 2 with the help of the hooker. 1 to go at the flag stand. Grimella out front, followed by the 5 of Arden on the inside, and the outside the 429 of Jason Hood. Lights are out. Grimella makes him not wait at all. We are going to go drag racing down the back straightaway through the middle of 3 and 4. Eddie Grimella. 5 of Arden on the inside, and the 429 of Jason Hood on the top style. Here comes Michael Gannett. Michael Gannett with a good run so far, 3 laps down. Grimella. Solid run down in front straightaway, followed by the 429 of Hood, Arden, and Michael Gannett, and Wesley Dulak. Grimella, middle of the racetrack, followed by the 429 of Jason Hood, Brett Arden in the 5. Still going to be Eddie Grimella. Close racing up front, but they are spreading out a little bit, but it's still a bottom dominated track. If they can dust off some of the marbles, they'll have a little better racetrack to work with, and that's what the 429 of Hood is working with. Hood now up on the top shelf, gonna rub off those marbles. We're gonna dust them off and get us something to race up on the top side. Give it a few laps up there, Jason Hood. Well, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, they said. Down the back straightaway, still gonna be Eddie Grimella, but here comes Hood. Dulak on the bottom side, and up on the top side, the 5 of Brett Arden. Hood that time by 0.02 of a second, 3 wide now down the back straightaway. Is the lap traffic going to play a part in this? We're halfway down and halfway home. It's still going to be Jason Hood. This time it's going to be Eddie Grimella on the bottom and Jason Hood on the top. Still door to door, 3 deep, 2, 4, 6, and it's going to be caution fest. Caution, caution, caution. And what a race we had out front. Eddie Grimella. So, out front, the 111, Eddie Grimella. What a race between him and Jason Hood. Hood found the top shelf, middle of the racetrack really, dusted it off. You can see the racetrack all the way around, dusted off, and it is a racetrack to work with. Hard, slick, and turning black from the rubber. We're just going to race that car with a push truck. Just don't run into the push truck. Okay, maybe not. Boo. My idea is better. Okay. Here we go. Oh, the 05 blows up. 5 breaks. Brent Arden blows up on the restart. Smoke everywhere. No mosquitoes in the house tonight at Heart of Texas Speedway. Compliments of the 05 Arden. Sorry, buddy. Actually, it smells like transmission. Maybe transmission, not motor, we hope. Transmissions are cheaper than motors. Out front, Arden. Eddie Gramella, Jason Hood, Shannon Dulock now in the top 3. Gramella, Hood, Dulock. Uh-oh. Tomlinson looks like he's broke. If you're broke, let's get off, buddy. $16 down, 4 to go. Tomlinson pulls to the infield. Eddie Gramella down the back straightaway, followed by the 429 of Jason Hood and Wesley Dulock. Don't forget, here at Heart of Texas Speedway at the end of the year, we got the mechanics race, the powder puff race, and the trailer race. You do not want to miss that. I will be out of town. I'll be over in Colorado. But you do not want to miss that. 2 flags in the air, 2 to go. White flag coming out next time. Eddie Gramella. Jason Hood right on his bumper. And Wesley Dulock throw a towel over the top 3, but it's going to be Gramella with just a flawless race. Was it Gramella? Eddie Gramella, your feature winner here for your factory stocks. Eddie Gramella, your winner in 0111, up into the winner's circle. Climbing out of the race car, the 111, Eddie Gramella. Y'all give it up for your factory stock winner. Look at the left front on this machine. I don't think that's natural, buddy. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to look.
I don't think so. but it worked out. So
maybe next week everybody's setup's going to look just like that.
we'll see. Man, I gotta thank CRS Suspension, Noel's Performance for the motor, my mom, my dad, Garrett Ross, Wicked Fast Transmission. Gotta thank my tan man here. He's helped me out a bunch. My other son, Braden, my wife, my niece, Maddie. Just everybody who's helped out, and I appreciate everybody. Thank all the fans for coming out. Thank y'all.
Good job tonight, buddy. Congratulations. Eddie Gramella never made a mistake up front, pressure all the way through the races. Never bobbled. Broke left front and all. Gets it done. Up next, your IMCA Southern Sport Mods and stock cars. And we'll be done for the night here at Heart of Texas Speedway. IMCA Southern Sport Mods on the track now. Your A main lineup looks like this. The 88X Connor Montgomery on the pole. The outside, the 91 of Jack Lewis. Inside, row number 2, the 717 GW Egbert. And the outside, the 21T Taylor Florio. We call her Tay Tay. Inside, row number 3, Michael Dabney in the SG1. And the outside, the 12 of Brandon Guerin. Inside, row number 4, the 4G Garrett Crazy Leg Rawls, and the outside, the 601 of Trevor Cogburn. Inside, row number 5, Big Brother Paul White in the P1, and the outside, the 07G Walter Hamilton. Inside, row number 6, the double OK Oliver Billingsley, and the outside, the Colin Montgomery in the 87. Corbin Willett in a 3, and a 17E Eric Kiglaski. Shotgun on the field. We're getting one to go this time by. Lights will be going out on the back straightaway. Your IMCA Southern Sport Mod. A main feature. Here we go. Green flag, racing. Here we go. Out front. Taylor Florio with the whole shot, and she's going to lead the pack by about 6 car lengths. Taylor Florio, followed by Brandon Garrett, Connor Montgomery, Trevor Cogburn, and GW Egbert. Taylor going to work the middle of the racetrack, let the car rotate. Has a very good line. Very solid line by Tay-Tay. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That's going to be GW Egbert, Rawls, in the 88. I believe GW and Rawls are still going. We're going to re-rack them and restack them. Re-rack, restack. Taylor Florio will be out front. See what they do with the cars in that caution. GW and Garrett Rawls did get it going, I believe. We'll see. Okay. Taylor Florio. Lights are out. We're going racing. Brandon Guerin on the inside. GW Edgar on the outside, but Taylor Florio up front. Here we go, girlfriend. Let's go. Let's go, Taylor. Taylor Florio. GW Edgar. Brandon Guerin. GW going to make it a drag race down the front straightaway for that lead position. He's going to let it rotate through the middle of 1 and 2 and have the lead coming out of 2 down the back straightaway up in the middle of the racetrack. Let's see if Tay can get it out on the bottom side. Just not enough momentum down there, Taylor. It's going to be GW Egbert through 1 and 2, and then he's going to have the lead down the back straightaway. GW Egbert, Taylor Florio, Walter Hamilton, Brandon Guerin. Walter Hamilton with the run in the 07 Jeep. The original Gangsta. He's the OG with a 7 mixed in. G-Dub, Tay, the OG. Brandon Guerin working underneath the OG. See if he can maintain that 3rd position, but it looks like the OG is going to be on the outside. The OG is going to get it. Yes, I know it's the 07G. It just feels better to say the original Gangsta, because that's what I am. I'm the OG. A little nasty pulling off. Trevor Cogburn. Out front, GW Egbert, Taylor Florio, Walter Hamilton, and it's 07G. And the 12 of Brandon Guerin. Eight laps down, out of 15. Halfway down, halfway to go. Laps down, 5 to go this time. Still gonna be G-Dub. Now getting into the lappers, he being work his way around and underneath. No harm, no foul. Jack Lewis gonna stay up and out of the way. GW Egbert going to let it rotate in the top of the racetrack and then drive it down the hill. 12 laps down, 3 to go. We'll get 2 flags in the air this time by. GW Egbert. Taylor Florio, good run by that girl. Good job, Tay. A solid 2nd place. Here comes Walter Hamilton in the 07G. 2 flags in the air, 2 to go. Taylor on the bottom, the 07G up on the top shelf, up by the wall. This is for 2nd position. White flag will be coming out this time, and it's GW Egbert, followed by Taylor Florio and the 07G. The 07G gets a nod that time by. It's going to be the 07G in that 2nd position. But feature winner is GW Egbert, Taylor Florio, Walter Hamilton, Brandon Guerin. GW Egbert, your feature winner. Taylor Florio with a solid run, 2nd place. Walter Hamilton, Brandon Guerin rounds out your top four. G.W. Egbert, your Southern Sport Mod winner. Climbing out of the race car. Up next, your last race, your IMCA stock cars, my favorite class. Grab you a beer because this is going to be a good one, I promise you. G.W. Egbert. G-Dub. Your IMCA Southern Sport Mod winner, G-Dub. Good job, buddy. Had to work there to get there, but once you got there, you kind of held it on your own.
Yeah, it was not bad. I love the track. Track was awesome tonight. I think that played to my favor. I want to thank my dad, my little boy Cade, my wife, my other son Liam, my buddy Brandon here. They've all been helping me out a bunch. I've had some bad luck here this year and got to start towards the front tonight because of it, and we were able to capitalize on it, and that's pretty awesome. I want to thank all the fans for coming out, and I want to thank 35 for opening up all the lanes because it made me get here faster.
We all like the faster trip here. G.W. Egbert. Also, by the way, at intermission, when you buy those raffle tickets, that's the guy driving the race car, that's street stock. G.W. Egbert in the 717. Up next, stock cars, my favorite class. And the last race of the night. Stock car A main lineup looks like this. The 12 of Weston Abbey on the pole. Outside, the 38 of Daniel Shipler. Inside, row number 2, the 9 of Jason Batt. And the outside, the 13G of David Good. Inside, row number 3, the 21 of Jimmy Helena Hetherington. And the outside, the 97 of Doug Lorenz. Inside, row number 4, the 114 of Thomas Hall. And the outside, the 11, Cameron Cook, sorry about that. Inside, row number 5, Dustin Mooney in the 05. And the outside, the 81 of Chris Guillen. Inside, row number 6, the 70T of Trevor Egbert, and the outside, the 17 of John Friedrich. Inside, row number 7, the 0 of Tim Carmen, and the outside, the 27 of Michael Wolford. Inside, row number 8, the 84 of Zach Terry, and the outside, the 54M Michael Dabney. Inside, row number 9, the 20T of Thomas Hall, and the outside, the 22 Justin Maringa. Shotgun on the field, in 19th position, the 34 of George Shelton. Here we go. Lights are out. Green flag racing for your IMCA stock car. Abby with a good start. Works through the bottom in the middle of the track. Going to let it drift up in front of Jason Batt and Schiffler. David Good follows suit along with Ilona and Lorenz. Weston Abbey going to pull him by a quarter of a straightaway down the back straightaway. Followed by Jason Batt. We got one around. That looks like it's the monster truck himself, Zach Terry. See if we can get that car started up. Got it fired up, get it out of the racetrack. Re-rack and restack. Weston Abbey out front. Gonna be hard to beat that kiddo. If your last name is Abbey, you don't make many mistakes. His equipment is always in top condition. Ship-shaped condition is a 12 machine. So let's see. Here we go. Lights are out. Abbey out front. Last race of the night. Who's your winner? You gonna pick Jason Batt or Weston Abbey up on the front row? Abbey, Batt, Doug Lorenz, Cook, Schiffler, Good, Hall, Hilona, Egbert. Jason Batt working the bottom shelf. You can see him trail dragging those brakes. You watch Jason Batt in the 9 machine. By lap 4, his brakes will be glowing. That happens every week as he trail drags all the way around the racetrack. Every week he has to rework his brakes. Oh no. Not sure what happened there. All right. Batt, Abbey. See what happens. Here we go. Doug Lorenz will be out front, and here we are off and racing. Bat and Abby will start dead last. 3 laps down. Let's see if we can make some lifting up. Doug Lorenz. Here comes Cook. Lorenz, Cook, Hall. Big wreck. Big wreck. Big wreck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars piled up on the back straightaway. We got the 27. Big wreck on the front straightaway with a red flag. Zach Terry, Abby, 27, Bat, Egbert. Lots of carnage. Lots of carnage. Dabney backing up. Get that one cleared out. Gonna peep underneath the right front of Dabney's car, see if it's still raceable or not. It's the big one. It's the big one, Jeff. Jason Bat, right rear flat. 27, got a bunch of fluid out of that one, knocked the radiator out of it. Lots of carnage on the front straightaway. Don't forget, we'll be here next week. 8:30 start time. John Hobbs Racing Gunslinger Ammo says there's a big wet spot on the front straight. Need to get that cleaned up. Parking lot on the front straightaway here at Heart of Texas Speedway for your stock cars. Yeah, Mr. Hobbs says he feels bad for the 9 and the 12. Had a little contact early on up front, got sent to the back, and this is the carnage they got caught up in. Not bueno, no bueno. That means not good in my native tongue, by the way. Got Egbert picked up, trying to get him out of there. A lot of work for that infield crew. While we got a second, we want to thank Race on Texas for everything they do for us, all the people watching at home, all across the, I'd say all across the state, but really all across the nation and maybe even the world. I know Milton Hope and I was one night at Cotton Bowl Speedway. We had people in China. So a lot of people watching all across nowadays. So Chris David, Race on Texas All Access Pass, $39.99. You get the entire month. You can watch them all, whether it's here or Cotton Bowl Speedway. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Cotton Bowl Speedway will be racing their second night of the Super Sunday or Summer Series. Extra money added in, the second of 3 nights for the Summer Series at Cotton Bowl Speedway. I will be over at Kennedale Speedway working with the Tom Series. your Outlaw Modifieds. Really? 3 big rules. 8,000 chip, 5-inch blade, and a Hoosier tire. Come on. 1,500 to win, 225 to start tomorrow night at Kennedale for your Outlaw Modifieds, your Touring Outlaw Modified Series. So look forward to having y'all there. Abilene Speedway, Rob and Libby will be racing as they always do. So as I've always said, if you don't come race with me wherever I go race somewhere and go support a racetrack somewhere on a Friday or Saturday night. So anyways, look forward to that tomorrow night. Following week, I'm going to try to take a week off. I'm going to take Friday and Saturday off if I can. Rodney Rodriguez will be here with you. Trevor Egbert packing that race car out, no hood. See if he's able to keep it going. I'm unsure about that. There's a major carnage. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars left. Trevor Egbert got a whole pile of debris. Clean up aisle 2 for Trevor Egbert. So don't forget, tomorrow night at Kennedale Speedway Park, if we can get 40 modifieds, I'm going to put $100 up for a random draw. Kennedale Speedway has said they would put up $100 for a random draw. And our good buddy, and also my boss, and the owner, John Webb, owner of the Southern Oklahoma Speedway, said they'll put up $100 for a random draw. So if we can get an extra 40, or if we can get 40 cars total, we have an extra 300 in the pot. And in Heart of Texas Speedway, Big Mike McCarthy said they'll put up $100. If we can get 40, any IMC modified from that race tonight at Heart of Texas that races tomorrow night will be eligible for an extra 100. So extra 400 potential. Oh, Ronnie Bell and Bell Clearing, you got a lot of work to do on the 84 machine, my man. I see a left rear axle, a wheel, a right rear. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. Think we're about to go yellow. Gonna let them start rolling around. Let's dry that wet spot out. David Sisk in the flag stand says red off and yellow on. Man, we were running so good too. There's the OG. Sport Mod pulling off the original gangsta. All right. Back to yellow. Doug Lorenz out front. Cameron Cook, the 11. Is tonight Cook's win? Is it tonight? We can only hope. They'll be all right. We're a long ways from green flag. We got to burn that moisture off. Long ways from going green. All right. We're going to run through the moisture one more time. We'll get right back to green flag. Good job by the cleanup crew. Out front, Doug Lorenz. Egbert able to survive everything, is still out there. Pile of sheet metal on the infield for the Egbert, but still racing is a 70T. Doug Lorenz, Cameron Cook, Hall, Dustin Mooney, don't look now. Lorenz, Cook, Hall, Cook up on the top side, gonna try to get by Doug Lorenz. Doug Lorenz gonna let it skate up in front of Cook. Cook still gonna work the middle. Doug Lorenz changes his line up. That's gonna let Dustin Mooney and Hall get to the bottom shelf. 5 of 20 laps. Hall gets into Cook a little bit. Here comes Dustin Mooney, gonna bully his way in on the bottom side. Dustin Mooney on the bottom side. But it's still going to be Doug Lorenz, followed by Cook and Thomas Hall. We like to call him the fast Hall. It's Junior. Doug Lorenz not way out front, but he's out front. But here comes Cook. Hall skates up a little bit out of the meat of the track, and that's going to let Cook take that bottom position and take that lead position. Going to be Cameron Cook, Doug Lorenz, Thomas Hall Jr. Halfway down, halfway to go. 10 in the books, 10 to go. Going to be Cook, Lorenz, Hall, Mooney, Good, and 81 of Chris Gallion. Mooney now going to work on the bottom side underneath Hall, but unable to make the pass and has to follow in behind him. Hall skates it in a little bit out of shape. You would think at some point Dustin Mooney might take advantage of that. He's getting in a little hot and out of shape. Keep the car under you and get under him and drive by him. Cook. I messaged Cook last week, 2 weeks ago. He had a good run up front, had some contact, helped getting around up front. Really a hard race battle between him, Dabney, and Egbert, and he got the bad end of the deal. And I messaged him on Facebook, said, man, you got that first win coming, I promise you. Right now, he's a straightaway out in front of the field. Cameron Cook, Lorenz, here comes Mooney underneath Hall, battling for that fourth position. Cameron Cook, Doug Lorenz. Mooney's going to clear Hall now and get that third position, a solid third now for Dustin Mooney. Dustin Mooney started in ninth and up into third, but right now it's Cameron Cook, started eighth, up in the lead. We're going to have 15 down and 5 to go this time for Cameron Cook, the driver of the 11 machine. Cook through the middle of the racetrack, not super low down on the tires, but also not up in the marbles, right through the middle of the meat of the racetrack. You can see the racetrack is slick, but it's got some rubber in it. You got to hit your spots, you got to hit the points. Hit your marks, we like to say. I'm pretty sure Cameron Cook has no idea where he is other than in the front, but he doesn't know somebody's right on his tail. Much less does he know that the leader, the second and third, is straight away behind him. Here comes Mooney now underneath Doug Lorenz. Mooney hoping for a caution, praying for a caution. As Cameron Cook's now going to start getting up in the lap traffic. 0 of Tim Carmen, a 22 of Ryringen, a 34 of George Shelton. 2 flags in the air this time for Cameron Cook. White flag coming out. Cameron Cook in the 11. Cameron Cook, your stock car winner. Cameron Cook, Doug Lorenz, and a 21 of Dustin Mooney. See you, buddy. Cameron Cook, I am pretty sure that is his first stock car win. First stock car win, Cameron Cook. Y'all give it up. Let him hear ya. We're over here, buddy. I tell you what, buddy, I didn't know if you were going to get it ever.
Me neither.
But I messaged you a couple weeks ago. I said, it's coming. It's coming. I've been watching you. I knew it was coming. Congratulations, buddy.
It's been a long season. Man, I did not expect it to take this long to win a race in these cars. We came out hot, and then we got a slow streak in the middle, and we're back to being hot again. So hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling and win some more.
Well, yeah, they say the first one's the hardest one, then they always come after that. A lot of help to get you here tonight. Who helped you?
Man, where's he at? You see this bald guy over here in this black shirt's the reason this is all possible. I drive his car. He does the setups. He's got the motor. He does everything. I just get in, I drive. He's the reason this car is so fast. His son, Justin, helps us out a lot every single night we're in the shop. My dad, always there by our side. These guys come in all the time and help us when we need it. My girlfriend, my mom, gosh, they're always there supporting us. We've raced a lot this year, and they haven't talked bad about it once. We're here every night, so this car was a rocket ship tonight. I don't really know what to say.
It's an awesome job tonight, buddy. I couldn't be happier to see somebody in winner's circle. Cameron Cook, that first stock car win in the 11. Don't forget, we'll be here next week. Same time, same place, till 8:30. Power wheel races for the kiddos. Bring the kids, bring the power wheels. We'll be here next week with that. Other than that, y'all be safe going home. If you've had too much to drink, call somebody, get a ride. Call a Uber, call a Joe, call somebody, get a ride. Let your wife drive. You probably don't want Joe to drive either, I promise you. So y'all be safe getting home.
Thank y'all.
Y'all take care. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night at some racetrack somewhere. Thank y'all.